must be getting very late.
Good afternoon.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Red Riding Hood.
Good afternoon, sir. My word, I've never seen such a big dog as you before.
A dog, did you say? I'm the wolf.
The wolf? Oh, you're not going to eat me, are you? Dear Squibby, where are you?
All your friends have left you. But tell me, what are you doing by yourself in the wood?
My grandma's ill, and I'm taking her some cakes and some milk and some jam.
Ah.
But, oh my goodness, the sun's going down already. It must be very late. Oh, please, Mr. Wolf, get out of the way and let me pass. I must hurry.
Oh, I'd like you to know, Red Riding Hood, that I'm not so nasty as people say I am.
Aren't you?
No. Your grandma lives on the other side of the wood, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yes, well, I'll hurry along and tell her that you're coming and that she hasn't got to be worried. You can come along at your own speed.
That is kind of you, Mr. Wolf. I'll be able to pick a few more flowers if you do that.
Oh. There's just one thing. How do I get into the house without disturbing your grandma?
All you have to do is lift up the latch and go in.
I see. Good. Yes, well, I'll hurry along, Red Riding Hood. I'll be waiting for you. I've got you already. What a banquet's in store for me.
Be careful, Red Riding Hood. Don't trust him. He's dangerous. You do not trust him, Red Riding Hood.
It's me.
Me? It's Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes, some milk, and some jam.
You're very late, my dear.
I left my basket behind and I had to go back for it.
Come in, my dear. I'm so glad nothing has happened to you. Lift up the latch and come in. How glad I am you're here, Red Riding Hood.
Now we're alone together. I'm as hungry as a wolf. My mouth's watering, isn't it? I haven't eaten for 3 whole days.
And the wicked wolf gobbled up the poor grandmother, who disappeared before you could count 1, 2, 3. Then the wolf put on the grandmother's nightcap and her nightdress and got into the bed to wait for Red Riding Hood, pretending to be asleep. Meanwhile, Red Riding Hood was making her way through the wood. It was dark, and soon she got lost and began to be very frightened.
Why didn't I do as my mummy told me? Oh dear, what am I going to do? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, what a relief! I can see Grandma's house over there. What a relief!
Who's that at the door?
It's me, Grandma, Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cakes and some milk and some jam.
Lift up the latch and come in, my dear. My dear.
How funny your voice sounds, Grandma. You must be very ill.
I am very ill, my dear. Come close to me, my dear. Don't be frightened now.
What big eyes you've got, Grandma.
All the best to see you with, my dear.
What big ears you've got, Grandma.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
What big arms you've got, Grandma.
All the better to hold you with, my dear.
What big teeth you've got, Grandma.
All the better to eat you with, my dear.
I should go and see how the old grandmother is. When I saw her the other day, she wasn't very well. I can't see any light in the house. She can't be asleep already. It's not so late as all that. Oh, I do hope nothing has happened. No reply. Everything's quiet. Wait a minute, though. I can hear something. Somebody's snoring rather loudly. Well, that can't be the grandmother. I'm going in. That villain. I knew something was amiss. Well, his stomach's all swollen. Oh, my goodness, he must have eaten the poor old grandmother. Where's my knife? I must make sure it's sharp first. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good. Here goes. I'll cut the wolf open. Carefully now. Must be careful not to hurt the old grandmother. But what's this? My word! Red Riding Hood!
Hello.
My dear child!
How dark it was inside the wolf. Thank you for getting me out.
Not at all, my dear.
Oh, but please hurry and get Grandma as well.
Ah, yes, of course, I'll hurry. Here she is.
Ah, thank you, thank you. You've saved our lives. Without you, we should have died.
Oh, don't mention it, my dear.
As a matter of fact, the change has done me a lot of good.
Well, all's well that ends well.
Where's the wicked wolf?
He's lying there, dead upon the bed.
Ah, I'm glad it's all over.
So am I.
Let's have the cakes and the milk and the jam you brought, Red Riding Hood. I'll make some tea.
Oh, yes, Grandma, that's a good idea.
Would you care for a cup of tea, Mr.
three sat round the table and had a wonderful tea. And it wasn't long before Red Riding Hood and her grandma forgot all about the wicked wolf.